We welcome you here to the North Star Network on YouTube. I'm Joey Cox, your play-by-play commentator for today's CNS Penfield matchup, girls lacrosse home opener. I'm joined by Jack Mannion, color commentator. We'll hear from him in just a few moments. But let's send it down to our sideline reporter, Johnny Lisi. Johnny, give us some news on the latest updates for lacrosse rules and, give us some news on the sideline.
Well, Joey, I'm like a boomerang. I always come back, and I had to come back for the home opener for CNS girls lacrosse.
Of course.
A team that finally achieved the ultimate goal that they had been trying to reach since the 1990s when head coach Stephanie Prentice was a player. Now she achieved it as a coach. Last season, the North Stars only lost a singular game in the state of New York, and that was in Penfield against the Penfield Patriots. I talked to Coach Prentice before the game about this revenge game, and she said, hey, it's the best way to start out a season on a cold, bleak, and early Saturday morning. These two teams are scoring off after they met in Penfield on a Monday evening last year, where the Patriots got the best of the North Stars 8-7. Joey Cox mentioned some changes in the lacrosse world. Here in high school, the girls' game is finally reaching what the college level is doing and implementing a 90-second shot clock. As soon as the goalie touches the ball, as soon as the ball goes into the goalie's stick, the shot clock begins, and the teams will have 90 seconds to score a goal or make contact with the goal, whereas the shot clock will reset. When I talked to head coach Stephanie Prentice of the North Stars about this change, she said, it just implements a little bit more of a tempo. Not a massive change. It's just going to change some of the nuances where some teams in New York State will hold it for upwards of 5+ minutes. Now they're forced to get a shot off in 90 seconds. So just some nuance changes, Joey.
Yep.
Hey, this is a great game. The weather, it is cold. It is a little bit breezy. We were expecting rain showers, but hopefully those should pass. So just cold. And, hey, it's an early Saturday morning in March, Joey. You never know what you're going to get. Joey, Jack, let's do this.
Exactly. This is going to be a fun one, Johnny. We know that for sure. Thank you so much. So we welcome you back up here to the booth. As Johnny was saying, that new shot clock implementation, 90 seconds teams will get after the draw and, of course, after the goalie gets possession. Now, Jack, I was talking to Coach Prentice with Johnny before the game, and she said, really, I don't think it's going to affect us because they had that scrimmage versus that really excellent Skinny Atlas team, and they did an excellent job managing the shot clock, and, just overall, they got a lot of scorers involved. As we know, now they didn't lose a lot of huge playmakers from last year. We did have Brooke Molchanoff that they did lose, a few others, but they did lose a lot of players in general from the team. About 10 were seniors from last year that the North Stars are without this year, but they still have a lot of big score makers. Elizabeth Smith, Kaylin Reed, you have Mirabella Gates. Now, some of these players, they were younger last year, but they're getting used to this team. And Coach Prentice was telling me before the game that these players are ready. These girls, they've been getting the reps in. These younger players, they're ready to get started. So, Jack, what do you think we're going to see here from these younger players today?
I think a lot of these younger players are going to step up. I mean, like you said, Joey, there's not a lot of players that they lost last year. I think coming off a state championship, I mean, the expectations are at an ultimate high. Exactly.
Can't also forget about Gabby Putman, their draw expert. That's the word I'm looking for. And, you got also Jilly Howell in goal for the North Stars. Jilly Howell is committed to Marquette to play lacrosse there. We also have Liz Smith, she's only a junior, and she is committed to UNC to play lacrosse there. And then, of course, you have Gabby Putman. She was originally going to be at Marquette alongside Jilly Howell, but the facilities at Vanderbilt changed her mind, so she is committed to Vanderbilt for lacrosse as well. So a lot of these players, especially you got to look at Liz Smith. I mean, she was the leading scorer for the North Stars last year, 55 goals, and 40 or 50, somewhere in that range. Don't know the exact number, but Liz Smith, she's only a junior and she's already committed. She was committed last year as a sophomore.
Wow.
So, they obviously saw something huge in her, and she's playing for a big school. In sports, UNC, can't complain about that one. And I know there are a few other players on this team, I believe, that are also committed to UNC. So a lot of these players have some bright futures ahead of them.
Absolutely, Joey.
So this game is going to be an exciting one. Penfield was one of the 2 teams to beat CNS last year. The other one was a Maryland team. I forget the exact team name on that one, Jack, but 2 losses for the girls last year, and of course state champions. And they got a lot of these special players, on this squad. So it's going to be an exciting season, and we'll see what they can do here in this home opener against Penfield, their rival.
I agree, Joey. I think it'll be a very exciting game. I think it'll be very close.
It's fortunately a little rainy, a little chilly this morning, but the booth actually isn't that bad, even though we got the window open for the camera.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Not complaining.
I'm not either.
So we'll take a quick break here on the North Star Network on YouTube as players are getting set and coaches talk things over. We welcome you back here on the North Star Network on YouTube. Starting lineups underway. We got Sophia Neshi out there, Mirabella Gates, Ashlyn Baker on defense, Liz Smith, Mitty, Katie Harbold, Katie Harbold wearing number 24 out there. Not her usual number. Gabby Putman also out there. That's that draw expert that I was talking about for you, Jack, because in girls, draws they're really everything. And you do have an excellent Penfield draw as well. So, you know, that's going to be tough for the North Stars, but knowing Gabby Putman, it shouldn't be a problem.
Shouldn't be a problem.
No. This game, however, is going to be a tough one, as we've already talked about. We know Penfield's a tough team, and they lost the North Stars lost to Penfield last year, one of their only 2 losses. But Coach Prentice and the North Stars feel ready.
Yeah. As
we were talking about her earlier on the sideline. It's going to be an exciting one. So we'll take a quick little break here as Coach Prentice and the North Stars talk things over on the sideline one last time. Welcome you back. We're going to send it down to Johnny Lisi for sideline. What were they talking about in the huddle down there?
Well, first off, Joey, a couple of straggling raindrops are falling. I'll keep you posted on the weather, but hey, those girls we're talking about, it is the first game of the season. They're ready. You could feel the energy in that huddle. Coach Prentice saying, let's play as a team. Let's defend the sideline. Those are her 2 big keys, but hey, Joey, this is the first game of the season. They scrimmaged against Skinny Atlas earlier in the week. Coach Prentice said 8 players scored. They came out flat, but hey, that's how you expect to come out. Hopefully all those jitters are out today. Joey, Jack, let's go.
We're underway here at Michael J. Bragman Stadium as Penfield wins this draw. They're not wasting any time now with that 90-second shot clock. Slowing down behind the net is Penfield. Scanning around North Stars defense right now. Just maintaining a spherical formation around that crease. Penfield hasn't even attempted to bring the ball in yet. Now they're on their first march. Looking for an avenue, triple teamed. And we get an early whistle here. I think we might. Oh, we're getting an early 8-meter here. Wow. So can Penfield take advantage? Excellent defensive stop by Jilly Howell for the North Stars.
Great defensive stop there.
I mean, Jack, 8 meters are everything in lacrosse. And, you know, when you have an excellent goalie in Jilly Howell, it's tough to stop.
Very tough to stop, Joey.
So moving along the sideline, it's Maya Patty. As that one gets scooped away by Penfield. Here comes an opportunity developing, 1-on-3, trying to sneak their way through the crease, and I think we're getting another 8-meter here. Too early, 8 meters. They happen more than, penalty shots in hockey, Jack, but, you don't see too early 8 meters like this.
No, you sure don't, Joey.
See, can they take advantage of the second one? They cannot.
No, they can't.
Jilly Howell, another defensive stop as that 90-second shot clock begins. Liz Smith gets it across for Marissa Wessels. She tries to find Liz Smith. Liz Smith can't get a hold of it. Fight for it down in midfield. As another whistle blown, North Stars ball. As here comes Ashlyn Baker. Loses that one. Maya Patty gets it back on the sideline. Now, one difference about boys and girls is, girls, they keep that running clock when it goes out of bounds. So you see a lot faster pace of play, especially with that 90-second shot clock now. Gets it around. Just scanning. This is their first opportunity here. They got 28 seconds on the clock. Liz Smith, leading scorer for the North Stars last year. Can she get started? Zips it out to the left side. Trying to find her way in. And I think we're going to get an 8-meter here for the North Stars. Liz Smith will not be taking that one, as it's Sophia Neshi with it. Liz Smith, she was pretty much an automatic goal off of the 8 meters. Some teams try to shoot right off the bat. This time Sophia Neshi gets it over to Putman, but unsuccessful on that one. Good defensive stop by Penfield. Penfield moving quick. They got plenty of time. Shot clock just pretty much started. 75 seconds left on that one. We'll see what they decide to do here. Neither team has really come out too aggressive. Both have had really just kind of a slow start, Jack.
Yeah, slow start offensively, but very strong defensively.
Exactly. Some big saves by Jilly Howell and the North Stars, trying to wrap around there. Good defensive stop. Jilly Howell tried to get there first. Penfield closest, so they'll stick with possession.
Good hustle there on the backup from Jilly.
Yeah, she was the only one that was close to that shot. So, yeah, good hustle, just, tough when she's coming out of goal.
Yeah.
Good defensive stop. I don't even know what that one hit. Was either deflected or looked like Jilly Howell held her helmet for a second. Either way, it's North Stars ball. Oh, so we got a yellow card early here. Did you hear, Jack? Was that on the North Stars?
I don't think it was, but
I think I see a Penfield player out on the sideline there. So that means we have a man-up advantage for the North Stars. Huge thank you to our PA announcer, Daryl White. As that one knocked away. And Penfield will have it back now. Zips it across. Moving quickly down midfield. That one overshot. Luckily there was somebody there to scoop that one up. North Stars defense. Maya Patty Really keeping her out of the zone. Keeping her along the sideline. That's the trick. You want to force them to the outside, and that's what the North Stars have been doing so far. They've only let them get a couple opportunities on the inside in the crease, or in or near the crease. So
good defense.
Good defense so far by the North Stars. Liz Smith keeping her on the outside, double teamed. That one poked away. Penfield back there to scoop it up. Setting up things behind the net. Trying to move quick. Another double team by the North Stars. That one's going to go out on the shot, sticking with Penfield. Penfield wasting no time as we still remain scoreless with 5:18 left in this first. That's a good defensive stop by the North Stars as they come away with it. Marissa Wessels zips it across for Sophia Neshi. She's scanning. Gets it back across for Ella Grotto. Loses it. Gets it back before it falls out of bounds. Wessels scanning. Gets it to Neshi. Neshi gets it over to Putman. Putman looking. Can't find a good shot. She'll find Gates behind the net. Gates looking for a shot. Oh, what a great pass. Just a collision in front of the net.
Good backup there, too.
Exactly. There's no number 19 on the roster, so. Oh, no, we do have it. Sophia Graham. That's the one thing I don't like about Syracuse.com, Jack. It doesn't. Sophia Graham didn't have a number on Syracuse.com, so big thank you to Coach Prentice for keeping us updated on the numbers with her roster.
That's good. Always got to be on top of it.
Exactly. Penfield scanning at midfield. Overshot that one. North Stars there to scoop it up, but it's a fight for it. Penfield going to ultimately come up with it. You know, the North Stars really need to work on getting those loose balls. That's what they've seemed to struggle with so far. You know, defensively they get the check, force the turnover there, but they're just not getting the ground balls.
Yeah, you got to get every loose ball, and they got to back up more shots, too, to get more offensive opportunities as well.
Exactly. Oh, nice little spin move, and that one sneaks in. Penfield on the board first, as we'll get confirmation on who scored that goal from our PA announcer, Daryl White. I believe that was number 9 for Penfield, although that might have been called off. I think she might have been in the – nope, they're going to count it as a goal. I'm not quite sure. She was just outside of the crease, I believe. Yes.
It's okay. We'll get confirmation from Daryl White.
She kind of barely stepped in the crease last second, but I think that was after the shot had gotten off. So here we'll get the draw. Gabby Putman in there for the North Stars. We'll see if they can take advantage, get the winning draw. The rain is starting to come down, Jack.
Have you ever seen the rain?
Have I ever seen the rain? I have indeed.
Yeah.
And I'm seeing it today. Gabby.
I just want to know if you ever seen the rain.
I have. On a sunny day.
Yeah.
Penfield, they won their first face-off. They win this, draw, mixing up with boys lacrosse. Those are face-offs. They win this second draw after our first score of the game. Now, the North Stars, they're just known to rapid fire score. So if they can get some opportunities in here, this game can change quickly.
Absolutely.
So Penfield looking to tack on another one to get in that comfortable range. But lacrosse, it can be so high scoring. I've seen some college games like 18-12, So anything can happen in lacrosse. It's a much tougher goal to defend, especially with bounces and stuff. Anything can happen. So North Stars just playing a little bit of a loose defense. Jilly Howell floats outside of the crease. She gets back there in time, though. Couple nice spin moves, but triple teamed. I believe number 9 for Penfield. Another good defensive pressure by the North Stars, forcing them outside. 8-meter mark here. Doing a little roll move, zips it across. Triple teams, tries to get it in there. I think we might be getting an 8-meter. A little bit of a slashing there. And yes, we will. Yep. Yes, we will. 8-meter coming up here for Penfield. North Stars have only had one. This is the third for Penfield. First 2 were stopped by Jilly Howell and the North Stars. Zips that one across. And Penfield is all up 2-0.
Just like that.
Like I said, it can happen quick in lacrosse, but we still got a lot of time to play. North Stars are not out of this one yet.
No, they're not.
So here comes our third draw of the game. It's Gabby Putman looking to win her first of the official season. As we know, number 9 for Penfield, she's been quite the draw control kind of player for Penfield. So has Gabby Putman. So we'll see what she can do here on this third faceoff. As it looks like, fight for it. North Stars ultimately come up with it off the draw, as Liz Smith is there to scoop it up. Sophia Graham zips it over to Katie Harbold. Looking to set up something around the net. Neshi tries to zip it in front. Nobody there. Fight for it. Mirabelle Gates was trying to track that one down, but Penfield comes away with it. Good defensive stop there by the North Stars, getting that one away. But again, they got to get those loose balls.
End of the first.
We welcome you back here on the North Star Network on YouTube. Here comes the face-off, as I have just gotten a word from our shot clock operator, Chris Pilata, that it is a possession clock for girls, not a shot clock, unlike boys. So, for any girls lacrosse enthusiasts out there, I apologize. So, possession clock at 77 now as the North Stars win that draw. Scanning is Neshi. Gets across for Gates. Nice check. Gates lost her stick. Penfield comes away with it. Moving quickly down midfield is Penfield. They're not wasting any time, Jack.
No, they're not. It's a fast, upbeat, tempo style game today, Joey.
Indeed. We were expecting that coming into this one, knowing, this is revenge for the North Stars.
Absolutely. They're only New York loss from last year.
Exactly. So it's a tough one. So good defensive stop there by the North Stars as Elizabeth Smith tries to zip that one in. Goes out, but the North Stars there in time.
What a pass.
What a pass! Elizabeth Smith, her first goal of the season, first goal for the North Stars of the regular season, and the North Stars are on the board 2-1.
North Stars are knocking on the door, Joey.
Exactly. Now we'll send it down to Johnny Lisi on the sideline. Johnny, what did they talk about in between those first two quarters? And, what did they change that obviously it worked for them now, getting on the board for the first time?
Well, Joey, I think you sent it down to me at a pretty ironic time because momentum has shifted a little bit on the sideline. But one of the things about this CNS team is they're always positive on the sideline. They are honestly always just happy to be playing together on the same field. This is a tight-knit group of girls. I'll get onto that in the second half. But, hey, Coach Prentice just said keep it going. They were on the doorstep at points in that first quarter. They finally got their first scoring chance. And, hey, Joey, it's the first game of the season, so this is to be expected. A little bit of a flat performance by both teams in the first quarter. But, hey, we are starting to score as the rain begins to fall even more. This was not forecasted, but, Joey, back up to you.
Thank you so much, Johnny. Down on the sideline. As you can see, momentum, really the pendulum, Jack, has started to shift in the North Stars' direction, winning these two last draws and really doing an excellent job on defense. We haven't seen much of Penfield over in their offensive half much of this second quarter. So the North Stars doing an excellent job defensively versus this tough Penfield team.
Hopefully it'll be neutral.
Oh, wow, what a steal. I don't know if that's what you want to call it, but she picked that one off.
Cookies.
Look at that, Liz Smith finding her way in. Zips that one across. Oh, but the North Stars there in time as Neshi finds her way to the sideline to get that one for the North Stars.
Again, solid backup.
Neshi tries to zip that one in, and the North Stars are tied at 2.
Pendulum's neutral, Joey.
Look at that. North Stars getting that momentum that they needed. Wow. All right, I'm going to send it down to Johnny one more time. Back-to-back goals here for the North Stars within a minute of each other. What's it like down on the sideline? What's going through their minds here? I mean, what a change in momentum for the North Stars. It appears Johnny Lisi is not with us. We'll Send it back down to him in a moment. But in the meantime, North Stars are tied at 2. And here comes the face-off.
Got to win this draw here, Joey.
Yes. Hey, John. So we'll send it down to Johnny in just a few minutes to talk about the momentum shift after those 2 back-to-back goals. What a sequence of plays by the North Stars, Jack.
Exactly, Joey. It's exactly what they needed, too. They needed to up the tempo a little bit and force Penfield to feel a little bit uncomfortable, and that's exactly what they did.
Exactly. So here comes an 8-meter for Penfield. No team has been successful so far on the 8 meters. We're all tied at 2 now with 3:52 left to go. Zips it in. Jilly Howell. Oh, man. That one just snuck past her.
Penfield retakes the lead.
I think this is still a good time to send it down to Johnny on the sideline. So, Johnny, even though, Penfield just scored, North Stars score 2 back-to-back within a minute of each other, what's it like down on the sideline despite that one goal there? I think we're losing Johnny here. We do not. He's giving us the signal here. All right, Johnny. So what was it like on the sideline after scoring those 2 back-to-back goals?
The momentum was there for the North Stars. Coach Prentice said she's just proud of the girls with the way that they're playing and battling out there in this really sloppy weather, and that also plays a part into it. And a lot of girls are wearing, I don't know if you noticed, they're wearing latex gloves to stay warm, keep a good solid grip on the stick. Players from Penfield and CNS both doing that. So Sophia Neshi at one point came over and asked for latex gloves to get a better grip and to keep her hands warm. So dual action there as a great save there. But I spoke to assistant coach Briar Cummings about the weather, and she said, hey, it's just like I'm in the Bahamas. Beautiful weather. Joey, I think we're all enjoying this rain, but shout out to the scorers table for giving me some refuge from this rain as it's starting to lessen up now. Joey, Jack, back up to you.
Thank you so much, Johnny.
Thank you, Johnny.
We're back underway here as the North Stars with it. Now, Liz Smith up at the top of the 8-meter line. Zipping back and forth around the back of the net. Neshi looking for an outlet in front. Nobody quite open. Nice back behind the check. Behind the back check. Reversed my words there, Jack.
Yeah. It happens, Joey.
Right? Tongue twisters. But good defensive stop by Penfield as they're moving quickly down midfield. Slowing things down. Up 3-2 now. North Stars looking for a defensive stop. 70 seconds on the possession clock. North Stars trying to just keep him outside of that zone. As we saw, it's deadly when they can get right in front of the net. 2 out of their 3 goals have really been right in front. That one wrap around, and that one sneaks through. 4-2 Penfield.
Just like that, Joey.
Yep. We're all tied at 2. Penfield now with a 2-goal lead. But just a few moments ago, we got to remember, Jack, earlier on, it was 2-0. North Stars were down by 2. They scored 2 back-to-back. So anything can happen.
No lead is safe, Joey.
Yeah, we talked about that for the All-Star games. And we're going to get a timeout. So North Stars taking their first timeout of the game. Coach Prentice going to talk things over with the girls on the sideline. We welcome you back here on the North Star Network on YouTube as the North Stars starting on defense. Penfield winning that opening draw up 4-2 after their last goal. But as we were talking about, Jack, no lead is safe. North Stars came back from a 2-point deficit just a few moments ago. Can happen again.
It can happen again. CNS has to win the draws if they want to tie it up here and change the momentum of the game.
Need a defensive stop. What a save by Jilly Howell and the North Stars. With speed.
Speed kills.
Liz Smith down midfield. Look at that. Tries to zip that one in. North Stars there in time. North Stars slowing things down around. Looking for a way in. Liz Smith looking to get on the inside. And we're going to get an 8-meter. Now, I was talking about this, or actually I believe a 4-meter here. Here comes Liz Smith. Oh, man. North Stars there in time, though. Penfield comes away with it. North Stars unable to capitalize on their second 8-meter of the day. Penfield slowing things down here on offense. Finding their way behind the net. Scanning, trying to communicate here. Jillian Howell, another excellent save.
Guess who?
Guess who? North Stars now looking to slow things down. Liz Smith sips it across. Got a whistle. Not quite sure what happened. I think we're just going to get a... Sticking with the North Stars is what I can tell you. Just not quite sure what the whistle was for. So Liz Smith getting things going. Double teamed. I think we're going to get an 8-meter here.
Can't double team?
No, you can. It was just probably some illegal checking of some sort.
Oh, okay. Let's see if CNS can capitalize here.
Yep, they weren't able to. No 8-meter goals so far this game.
No. I think Penfield scored a 4-meter.
Perhaps, but oh yeah, they did. And they get it in. There we go.
Until now.
Until now. Gabby Putman or Ella Grotto. We'll get confirmation. Yes, it was Gabby Putman.
You were right the first time.
I was right the first time. So Elizabeth Smith, Gabby Putman both have their respective goals on the game so far. North Stars now within 1, and we got a lot of time left, Jack.
Plenty of time, Joey.
So here comes draw after that goal. North Stars looking to tie this one up as Penfield wins that faceoff. Penfield just slowing things down. They're really not in any rush, but they do have 57 seconds left on that possession clock. Doesn't seem like we've had any problems with that, Jack. Seems like everybody's used to it already.
No. I kind of like that rule, too. Teams aren't hogging it, you know.
Yep, exactly.
Forces teams to play more upbeat.
Double team. Tries to zip it in. They can. Penfield now back with a 2-point lead.
2-goal advantage from Penfield.
So face-off coming now. Gabby Putman. She won a couple earlier. Looking to win this one to get the momentum back in the North Stars direction. 50 seconds left. So whoever wins this draw will most likely have possession for the rest of this second quarter before half. As I'm saying, a lot of time left for the North Stars.
Gabby's got to win it here.
It'd be a good motivator, Jack, if the North Stars were able to get a quick one here before half.
Quick momentum booster right there.
We will send it down to our sideline reporter, Johnny Lisi, just as half is about to start here. So 30 seconds left. Looks like they're just going to let this clock run, more than likely. Maybe try to get one last shot off before it expires. But yes, we will send it down to Johnny Lisi after this end of the second quarter. Tries to zip it in front. What a sequence of plays. Found Jilly Howell wide open on that left side. That's a good move right there. You can't ask for anything better than that, Jack.
No, you can't, Joey.
So now Penfield gets a quick one just before half. And they're up by 3. So 13 seconds left. Not going to be a lot of time, Jack. So we'll see if the North Stars win this draw, we'll see what they decide to do.
Exactly, Joey. Got to win the draws here.
They do win this draw, but not a lot of time left. They're going to have to move it quickly and take a quick shot, and they're not going to have enough time to get that ball back. Although it's going to go out of bounds Yep, clock expires. So the North Stars down 6-3 at the end of the second quarter. I'm going to send it down to Johnny Lisi on the sideline. Johnny, what's the team's mindset? What do you think they're going to talk about at half to change things?
Hey, Joe, I think they're going to try to get this rain to stop.
Yeah.
It's coming down even more. I'm looking forward to spending some time with you guys up in that warm booth during this brief 5-minute halftime. But, hey, both teams, that Penfield sideline led by head coach Dave York is buzzing. They are running like a well-oiled machine, so that communication for the Patriots has been key to their success. And on the North Stars sideline, they have one of the best coaching staffs in New York State. So, hey, I'm excited to see what they're going to do at halftime. They're still playing as a team, but let's see what's going to happen in half number 2.
Exactly, Johnny. There's still plenty of time left to play. The North Stars have what it takes to come back from this deficit, Jack.
They do.
Exactly. So we'll take a break here on the North Star Network on YouTube. We'll see you in just about 7 minutes for the second half of action. We welcome you back here on the North Star Network on YouTube. North Stars down by 3 at half. Looking to make a comeback.
Got to win the draws here, Joey.
Yes, and they do. Look at that. Gabby Putman wins that opening draw of this third quarter, and she's moving with speed.
Juked out the whole defense.
Right. Couple of little trick plays for you. Trying to zip that in front. Liz Smith gets it over for Ella Grotto. Gets it back. Sophia Neshi. Liz Smith lurking for a way through. She tries to zip it in front. North Stars, I think, are going to stick with it.
She tried to turn the corner.
Yeah. Oh, we're getting an 8-meter here for the North Stars.
Can they capitalize?
See, they did on one of them. Liz Smith taking this one. She tries to zip it in. Taken away.
They couldn't.
They could not. We're going to send it down to Johnny Lisi on the sideline. What did they talk about at half? What changes do you think they're going to make here?
Well, Joey, the momentum, all is not lost on this sideline. A very optimistic team, but hey, got to get some more offensive possessions, sustain them, and Jack Mannion is saying something right. They got to win the draw controls. That is one of the big keys for this North Stars team. On the other side for Penfield, they're ready to go. They are looking like a well-oiled machine, and hey, they're consistent Section 5 Class A contenders. So let's see how this second half shakes out. Joey, back up to you.
Thank you so much, Johnny. We will see how this second half shakes out indeed, as Penfield just slowing down. 46 seconds left on that possession clock. Now they're getting into it. Triple teamed. Nobody there. That one does fall behind the net, and Penfield was there to scoop that one up. Tries to wrap around. Ooh, little defensive breakdown. Luckily,
little wraparound.
Yeah, Sophia Graham was there playing defense today. She will be floating between midfield and midi and defense, but she's playing defense here.
Another 8-meter?
Yep. That one zips out. North Stars are going to have it.
Jilly.
Maya Patty was there. Oh, and yep, I believe. Oh, we're getting a redo. Some sort of infraction there on that one. So here comes the redo. And that one zips in. Penfield up 7-3 now.
4-goal lead, Joey.
It's looking tough for the North Stars right now.
Home opener. The rain's coming down, but CNS has got to win the draw. It's got to win the draws. Time of possession is very key.
Let's hope they can do it here. As here comes the draw. Gabby Putman winning the first one to open up that third quarter. Taking now another one after that 8-meter goal by Penfield. The North Stars to stay in this one, Jack, they really got to look for a goal quick here.
Very quick, Joey.
I mean, if we get down to 9, once we get down below 8 minutes here in this third, I mean, there's still enough time, but you don't want to get in that mode where you're like, feeling like you have to be quick. That's where you make mistakes. So luckily the North Stars win that one. Gabby Putman seeming to be getting back to a usual rhythm with those draws.
Can't be playing catch-up, Joey.
No. Elizabeth Smith looking for her way in. She can't. She gets it over for Gates. Gates zips it in for Sophia Graham. And here comes an 8-meter for the North Stars.
I smell an 8-meter, Joey.
I smell an 8-meter horizon. As here comes Sophia Graham.
I think I smell a goal here, too.
You do. Look at that!
Told you.
Jack, he's a psychic.
I'm calling the shots.
He's
Joey.
calling the shots as Sophia Graham takes that all the way down and zips that one in, getting the North Stars within 3. Good capitalization. Look at that. Within 50 seconds of when I was talking, I was saying, we got to score a goal quick here. Look at that. They win the draw. They get that penalty, and then they take that 8 meters. Sophia Graham zips it in, sneaks it through, and gets the North Stars on the board.
They're reading our minds, Joey.
Look at that. They're like, it's coming to me in a recollection. Jack Mannion is saying we're going to score here, so I'm going to score to make that come true, Jack.
Yeah. I'm going to say the next goal is about with 5 minutes and 17 seconds.
All right, I like the sound of that. Let's see. Gabby Putman wins another one. 3 consecutive draw wins for her. North Stars moving quickly. Sophia Graham gets it outside, and it looks like we're getting another 8 meter.
They're going to score here.
All right, so a little bit earlier than you said, Jack. That's all right. Psychics aren't perfect. Zips that one in. Look at that. Ella Grotto.
Too soon, Joey. Too soon.
Too soon. It's all right, though. Ella Grotto, I believe, was on that one. Yes, Ella Grotto taking that one.
Do they own the restaurant, too, in North Syracuse?
I don't know. But senior Ella Grotto gets that one in and gets the North Stars within 2.
Woohoo!
Right?
Song 2.
All right, let's see if Gabby Putman can make this her 5th consecutive draw win.
If they win the face-off, or if they win the draw here, they're going to score again.
I feel like you're right on that one. Gabby Putman coming in. Not quite sure what's happening. Again, a substitution. Interesting. So Gabby Putman not going to take this draw. She's actually coming to the sideline. Maybe take a breather after these last couple huge plays. It appears it's going to be, yep. So Penfield wins that. That was Viv Beardsley who was in that face-off, or that draw for the North Stars. Jilly Howell, a little dangerous position there, getting behind the net. She gets back in time. As here comes Penfield. Definitely slowing things down. Gets it behind the net. Just about a minute left in this possession clock. Back and forth we go. Here we go now. Nice couple spin moves. Zips that one across. Nobody for the North Stars behind the net. So Penfield sticks with it.
Now they're like, we really got to go.
Yep. They got 38 seconds left on this possession clock. Couple little spin moves. What a save by Jilly Howell.
Jilly!
She zips that one down. Downfield. For Katie Harbold. She zips that one across midfield for Liz Smith. That one's poked away. Sticks with the North Stars.
My prediction's still in full effect.
It could happen, Jack. You didn't say the next goal. You said, there's going to be a goal.
Yeah, you're right.
In front of the net now. Sophia Neshi. Mirabella Gates looking for a way in. She zips it across. Oh, I thought that one was going to bounce in, Jack. No. North Star is going to stick with it. That's, I believe, counting as a shot. Mirabella Gates again with it. Gets it over for Liz Smith. Smith back across for Danielle Wilson. Wilson scans. Gets it for Gates. Gates gets it to Neshi. Neshi looking to find her way around. Good defense by Penfield, forcing her outside.
2-1.
I don't. Just a whistle blown, not within the 8-meter, though, so it's not going to be. Are they counting it, is it? No.
My prediction's wrong now.
No. So not an 8-meter. It was outside of that circle. But Neshi will have it nonetheless. She zips it in!
It's
Sophia
good.
Neshi! What a shot from practically the 20-yard line. Let's get the replay.
Just in time, Joey.
Just in time. Look at that. Takes it from, looks like the 15, as that one bounces right in front of the net and hits top shelf. I'm going to send it to Johnny. Johnny's up here in the booth with us, but Johnny wants to have a couple words.
Hey, I'm warm now, but that was a fantastic goal. You look at
I know.
Neshi. She's one of the top performers, committed to Liberty. Hey, she's a solid player. I think this is her year to step up. A couple of players graduated. Brooke Molchanoff, a couple other big scorers graduated. So you could see a big three with Neshi, Smith, and maybe Gabby Putman.
Exactly. Here comes Putman, wins the draw.
Come on.
Come on. So after that little trip up, Putman back with it around the 40. She tries to find her way, pushed out of bounds. Gets it over to Liz Smith. Slowing things down now. The North Stars are only down by 1. Chance here to tie this up. Too many players. Perhaps offsides.
Throw a flag on the play.
Yeah, not quite sure what's happening here. I feel like it could have been offsides, perhaps. Not quite sure. Well, it wouldn't be in the North Stars' direction if it were offsides, so not quite sure what happened there. Sophia Graham gets it over to Liz Smith. Smith finds Beardsley. Beardsley gets it to Neshi behind the net. She's scanning, looking. What a move. Oh, man. North Stars are going to get there in time as Beardsley tracks it down. But what a move by Neshi there in front of the net. She almost had that one.
Almost, Joey.
Just couldn't get the accuracy on that shot. She was kind of knotted up. But couple good spin moves. Look at that. Mirabella Gates getting in on the action.
Talk about a spin move.
Right? As might be a little like, okay, we're going to get a 8-meter here for the North Stars. Here's an opportunity.
And they're going to score here.
You said it every single time, Jack.
Until I jinx it.
Oh, man. They do not, but the North Stars still maintain possession. So they could score here, Jack.
Yeah.
They could. I just realized we have 2 number 28s on the roster. Oh, lost the ball there for a second.
Yeah, thanks, Syracuse.com.
So that could have been Bednarski, Kaylee Bednarski this whole time. And I've been saying Viv Beardsley. You know what? I should check the roster, the official one given to us by Coach Prentice. Should look at that one.
Thank you, Coach Prentice.
Piers Bednarski is 26. So there we go.
Apprentice.
Thank you, Coach Prentice. 6-7 your score. 2:40 left in this third quarter. We still got a full fourth quarter left to play. Anything can happen, Jack.
Tell me, Joey.
This is our first time seeing Penfield really with a long offensive possession since really the beginning of this third quarter.
Yeah.
The North Stars have they've won those draws. They've just, had some great defensive plays, stuck with it on offense. And it's been working in their favor so far. Double team.
North Stars needed that momentum booster in the third quarter.
Right. Sophia Graham boxing her out. Zips that one in. Oh, man.
Sneaks it through.
That one was, wow, that was a tight window to fit that in.
Yeah.
And Penfield manages to do it. Still only up by 2, though. North Stars, they scored those 3 back-to-back, making this a much closer matchup, making this a much closer game.
That shot was brought to you by the garbage plate.
Comfort windows and doors.
Yeah.
If that shot ever hits your window, you know who to call.
That's right.
So a little Allstate insurance here for Penfield as they're up by 2 now. Minute 57. Here comes the face-off. Gabby Putman in there for the North Stars. Draw. Jack, I commentated on lacrosse all last season. I didn't do play-by-play, but I did color. You would think by now I'd be used to draw face-off, but no.
That's okay, Joey. It's the first game of the season.
Yeah. Putman can't win it. As that one was kind of a 50-50. That one just kind of popped up in the air. Whoever really got there first. As Penfield wins it. Here they come in their offensive zone. Scanning. Slowing things down behind net is Penfield. Really, the North Stars, they're going to have to try to limit the number of opportunities they have really inside. That was a great defensive stop there, although I think we're going to get an 8-meter here.
Yeah.
A little bit of a behind-the-back checking. It's tough to tell exactly, what occurred, but some sort of illegal checking there occurring with the North Stars defense. 8-meter. Chance for Penfield to get this one out of reach, but no. Jilly Howell stops that one. Wow, they're really backing him up. As Jilly Howell is forced to throw that one away. 36 seconds. Shot clock clock in general is still running here.
Gotta go here, Joey.
Gotta go. Don't know what they're waiting for. As Katie Harbold has it. 20 seconds left. And we get a yellow card. And we're going to slashing yellow card there on Penfield. So I'm going to ask Johnny, because I don't think I've ever seen the circumstances. Will the man-up advantage carry over into the 4th?
I believe so. It will. And we just got confirmation, a resounding confirmation from our next-door neighbors. But, Joey, I think I love the sideline, love the energy, but I like being warm and dry and sitting next to El Schneible better.
I agree, Johnny. I like it. Nice and warm up here. So, 20 seconds or so left of this third quarter. North Stars man up, and they will have man up for about 40 seconds after to start the 4th. Oh, man. 5. Can't get it in there. And that's going to do it for the 3rd. So at the end of the 3rd, the North Stars just down by 2. Full 12 minutes left to play. Both coaches will talk things over on the sideline. Let's see what Coach Prentice and the North Stars can change, and if they can take advantage of this man up after the 4th. We welcome you back here on the North Star Network on YouTube. I'm so excited to be joined by Jack Mannion, as you know. He's just been great this game. Thank you so much, Jack, for being here.
Thank you for having me, Joey. I appreciate it.
All right, I'm going to send it over to Johnny. He's going to give us a little recap. What's your synopsis of the third? What do they need to do here in the fourth?
Well, Joey, the North Stars really struck back in a way that they needed to, rattling off some goals. But, hey, Gabby Putman, the Vanderbilt commit, really needs to keep rattling off some more draw controls because, hey, that starts possession. So really watch out for that. But Sophia Neshi has been fantastic.
Yeah.
The North Stars defense has been great. One of my big stars has been Ashlyn Baker, who's been really good. She's a lot taller, so she has a size advantage when she's defending in goal. And this is a good offensive possession.
So we do get a draw. Johnny wasn't quite sure.
That was a quick goal and a good save by Kara's hand.
Yes.
But, Joey, an interesting storyline that I've been excited to share. The Penfield head coach, Dave York, is married to Fairport girls lacrosse head coach, Mara Karp.
Oh, would you look at that?
The North Stars played in the state championship game, and who the North Stars will play on Friday. North Stars will travel to Fairport on Friday. But, yeah, Dave York, Mara Karp are married. They've been married for about a year and a half now. And I saw a great story done by a local news station in Rochester.
Oh, gets it in front.
Wow.
There we go. Elizabeth Smith. She's got her second of the game, and the North Stars are within one.
There
Wow.
goes the Tar Heel commit.
Liz Smith. Her second. Wow, she was knotted up in front of the net.
Quite the acrobatic goal.
Exactly. But, you were talking about it, Johnny. You had that quick draw, and then, yeah, she just gets it in. She almost stepped inside the crease there. That would have been no goal. But she gets that shot off just in front. And look at that. North Stars within one. 11 minutes and 10 seconds left. But, yeah, that was a quick draw earlier. Good defensive stop by Penfield, but then a great defensive stop by the North Stars, giving them that second offensive possession that we just saw a few moments ago. And now the North Stars take it all the way down. And a great offensive possession by the North Stars. As it looks like it's going to be North Stars ball. Little draw infraction, if you will. Looking in front of the net. Score! Look at that.
All tied up.
All tied up. Off of that goal.
Tic-tac-toe, Joey.
Tic-tac-toe. We'll get confirmation on who scored that one. I believe it was Gabby Putman, if I'm not mistaken, but we will get confirmation. Yes, that was Gabby Putman. So we got 3 North Stars players with 2 goals on the game. Liz Smith, Sophia Neshi, and Gabby Putnam, and we're all tied at 8. Gabby Putman. Wow. This is the momentum the North Stars needed. They win the face. Oh, they cannot. Penfield comes away with it, so they're looking. North Stars have been on a 3-0 run here. So Penfield on a little scoring drought. See what they do. Substitution for them. Johnny was talking about earlier before the game. This is the first team he has seen where they have listed blood jersey on their roster. So number 12 for Penfield, if you see that out there, that means that somebody got blood on their jersey, and that is their new jersey. So, blood jersey, player to watch out for, Jack.
Cool. It's interesting, cool to think about.
Right? Leading scorer for Penfield last year, blood jersey, 1,000 goals last season. Making a march in front of the net, and now they've regained their lead, 9-8. Penfield.
Feels like the Michigan State Ole Miss game last night.
All right. So we'll get another draw here. 9-8 your score. Still plenty of time, though, Jack. Just under 10 minutes left in this fourth quarter.
That's right, Joey. Just under 10 minutes. Gabby's got to win this face-off here, or this draw here.
Gabby Putman in there for the draw. Looking to win this one after that quick goal by Penfield after they won that last one. And she does. North Stars moving quickly now. Not wasting any time. Sophia Neshi finding her way behind the net. Gets it for Beardsley. Liz Smith sips it across to the front. Sophia Neshi again with it. Gets it over for Putman. Putman making some moves. Chance at a hat trick there. She decides to pass it out to Neshi. Neshi rolling out. Double team. Flips it. Another flip to Liz Smith. Smith gets it behind to Beardsley. Beardsley looking for somebody. Gets it to Neshi behind the net. Looking for a pathway. There's a lot of bodies in front of the net there. Smith loses it. That's going to be Penfield possession.
Costly turnover, Joey.
Yes. Not what the North Stars wanted on that one. Zips this across midfield. Moving quickly now again. Thank you so much for joining us in this intense matchup. You tuned in for the right game.
Sure did.
Nine-8 your score. 8:07. 52 seconds left on this possession clock for Penfield. And they're slowing things down. Just under 40 seconds now on that possession clock. Move their way around.
North Stars got to hold their ground here.
Yes. Can't let them get that spin around. Okay, good defense so far. Double team.
Great defense.
Wow, what an excellent defensive play there. Forcing her outside past the 8-meter. 15 seconds left on this possession clock. They're going to have to take a shot soon here. 10 seconds left. We haven't seen it wind down this much. As Jilly Howell scoops that one up, and the North Stars are back with it on offense.
Tremendous save by Jilly Howell.
Yes. Clock reset now. North Stars 80 seconds on that possession clock for them. Mia Bella Gates gets it over to Putman. Putman zips it for Avery Rumble. Back over to Wilson. Wilson scanning. Tries to roll around there. And it looks like outside of the 8-meter, so no 8-meter for the North Stars, but it will stick with the North Stars.
Is that a 4-meter?
No. That's just a free ball here.
Oh, okay.
Almost like a free kick in soccer. Not 100% sure the technical term in lacrosse here, but essentially stops the play. North Stars stick with it.
Nonetheless.
Exactly. Liz Smith gets it behind the net. Oh, man. Good defensive stop by Penfield, but it looks like we're going to get an 8-meter. We are. Here's an opportunity for the North Stars.
And I think CNS will tie it up here.
Think so. Liz Smith is taking it. She zips it in!
And what did I tell you?
Hat trick for Liz Smith. And we're all tied at 9 with 6:20 left to go.
UNC.
No wonder she is committed to UNC. 3 goals in the first game of this regular season versus this tough Penfield rival. Looking to get revenge on that 1 loss. Well, 2 losses last year. The 1 New York State loss was versus Penfield. And the North Stars looking to avenge that loss here today in this home opener at Michael J. Bragman Stadium. And it looks like they're getting closer and closer to it. They had the lead earlier. We're down to Penfield for a while. Now we're all tied at 9 with 6:20 left to go. And here comes Gabby Putman in the draw for the North Stars. It makes sense she is a Vanderbilt commit. Because she's an excellent player, and so is Liz Smith, who's got a hat trick. No wonder she is a UNC commit.
Theoretically, they are next on our schedule.
There you go, right? Beardsley. It's over Putman. Putman to Smith. Smith over for Gates. Gates finds Neshi, who's got 2 goals on the night. Miabella Gates finds Putman, but it's knocked away. Too many people in the area as Penfield comes away with it.
Smothered. Wall of defense.
9-9. 5:23 left. And it's going to stick with Penfield. And I believe, yep, the yellow card on number 9, Avery Rumble. I'm not quite sure what the yellow card was for. It was some sort of illegal check, I believe. We do not have 100% confirmation. Slashing. All right. Thanks to scoreboard operator Chris Pilata. Sometimes, Jack, you don't see the signal from the ref.
No, you don't.
Didn't see the signal there. You pat it on the top of his head was all I saw. But slashing's the most common one you're going to see for yellow cards, so slashing it is. Man-up advantage for Penfield.
Like a good neighbor, CNS Athletics are always there.
Right? Let's see if their defense can give them as much coverage as State Farm can, which we are not sponsored by. Great save by Jilly Howell.
Nice job indeed.
Like a good neighbor, Jilly Howell is there.
Yeah.
Just a wall defensively on that play. Great save. A little bit of an injury there, but it's going to stick with the North Stars. As Sophia Graham scoops it up. Scanning the field. She zips it over for Wessels. Wessels scanning. Has to backtrack. Finds Sophia Graham once again, who's moving quickly through midfield. 4:12 left, and we're all tied at 9. Man, what a game this has been. Thank you so much for joining us here on the North Star Network on YouTube. Feel free to leave any questions, comments, concerns, pronunciations.
Misspellings.
Right, in the comments and in the live chat. Our producer and myself will be monitoring that. Forgot to mention it earlier, but Gabby Putman with it now. 26 seconds left on this possession clock. They're going to have to move quickly. That one knocked out. Sticks with the North Stars. That clock is still running. 17 seconds left. They're going to have to move quickly here. Get a shot off. Putman zips it in for Neshi. Neshi looking for Broom.
3, 2.
Neshi's going to fire. That's going to go out of bounds. North Stars get it. And because it went out of bounds, I believe, and they just took that shot. Yep, it's going to stick with the North Stars. So no violation there on that possession clock. As Putman looking to find her way inside. Can't. So she zips it out for Smith. Smith finds Beardsley. Beardsley looking for Mia Bella Gates in front of the net. That one scooped away. Good defensive stop by Penfield. We're all tied still. 9-9. We've been at a deadlock for the past 4 minutes or so. No scoring since. 2.5 minutes left.
So if this game goes into overtime, what are the rules? Like first that scores wins?
Yeah, I believe so. But you know what? Let's send it down to Johnny Lisi on the sideline. Johnny, do you know the exact rules for overtime if this were to occur?
Well, Joey, this is kind of funny because my first ever game on the sideline went into overtime. I'm not sure, honestly. I've never done a girls lacrosse game that has gone into overtime. I will check at the scorers table, and I'll let you know at the end of this timeout.
Thank you so much. So timeout taken by Penfield, I believe. We'll take a break here on the North Star Network on YouTube. We welcome you back here on the North Star Network on YouTube. Penfield with it on offense. Boys lacrosse warming up. 2 minutes remaining as our PD announcer Darrell White gives us the 2-minute warning. Great time for you fans to be tuning in as this is a close one.
Pick the right game.
Pick the right game. Don't forget to tune in right here on YouTube for the boys lacrosse game. That will be on next at noon versus Bolton Spa, unless we have an overtime here, which may affect the start time of that game. That's going to be here on the North Star Network at noon. CNS boys lacrosse versus Bolton Spa. Season home opener. Wow, what a great defensive stop.
Great defense.
Liz Smith moving quickly, but she decides to just find Jilly Howell back in their own defensive zone.
That was a solid double team right there.
Yes. Sophia Graham moving with speed. Minute left. They're going to want to, I think we're going to get a timeout, yes. So Coach Prentice is going to want to talk things over, make sure they execute this play perfectly. If they want to, they got a minute left, Jack, 73 seconds on that possession clock. So theoretically, they can just chew the rest of this clock and get one last, couple. They don't want to leave Penfield with enough time to take it down and tie it up again. So a minute left on the clock, 73 seconds. You know, they're gonna be able to hold this ball for the rest of the time.
Absolutely, no need to rush. I mean, take your time, but most importantly, milk as much clock as possible to get that last second shot off. Hopefully, it plays out in their favor, but I would do that if I'm Stephanie Prentice right now.
Yes, so Coach Prentice and the North Stars talking last few things over on the sideline with a minute left to play, all tied 9-9. Welcome you back. We're going to send it down to Johnny Lisi on the sidelines. Johnny, I'm going to ask you a couple things. What's the weather like down there? I'm noticing the rain's picking up just a skosh. And what are the North Stars talking about right now on the sidelines, getting ready for this period?
Just a skosh, but I think that's a little too under-generous. It's very, very misty. The raindrops are picking up. The wind is starting to pick up, so that's blowing the rain around, and the wind is making it colder. So earlier in the first half when we had some rain and into the third quarter, it was manageable. But now with the wind that has followed me from the south hill of Ithaca, it's starting to pick up and make it cold. But hey, Joey, they're just having fun out here. There's nothing else these girls would rather be doing on a Saturday morning. What a game we have, and let's just keep this momentum up is the message for both teams.
Exactly. Thank you so much, Johnny. So let's see, minute left, 73 seconds on that possession clock. So the North Stars have the capability of holding this ball out. Obviously, they don't want to wait till seconds left. But this kind of reminds me, Jack, a little boys lacrosse game last year. Oh, man, untimely turnover, but we get a whistle blown. We might get an 8-meter. I think we are. No, we're not getting an 8-meter, but the North Stars stick with possession. This kind of reminds me of a game last year, boys lacrosse. Oh, are the North Stars there quick enough? They are. Oh, man, what a tough call to make. They were both there, close timing. 26 seconds left. This might go to overtime. North Star fans not having that call.
We got some happy parents here. We got some happy campers here.
No, yeah. It looks like we're going to get a timeout here. Take a quick break here on the North Shore Network on YouTube. Taking a look at the replay here to see who was closer. Oh, man, that's a tough one. That's a tough one for the refs to call, Jack. I mean, we're looking at the replay here. They're really right in time.
Yeah.
That, you know, they just got to use their best judgment, their best. Refs make mistakes. They're human, so we get it.
That is a tough call, too. I mean, it was a foot race.
It was a foot race to get there first. So teams will keep talking things over on the sideline. As they take a break, we'll take a break. Welcome you back here on the North Star Network on YouTube. Here comes Penfield. Can they get a shot off? Possibly score within 20 seconds. Doesn't seem likely, as we're most likely going to go to overtime. Oh, what a great defensive stop by Putman. She knocks that one out. They're going to have to get a shot off quick. 4 seconds left. Can they? They can't. That's going to do it for regulation. We're heading to overtime. You know, let's send it down to Johnny Lisi on the sideline. Did you get confirmation on the overtime rules here in the regular season?
I did get confirmation. Yes, there is overtime. Not sure about the duration, but wow.
What a
Joey,
game.
4 games here today. This is game 1. Next, you got the boys varsity lacrosse against Ballston Spa. 2 o'clock, you have boys JV against Ballston Spa. And at 4 o'clock, you have girls JV against Penfield. So this is a packed day here at Michael J. Bragman Stadium.
Yes.
What a day and what a start to the day. But you could tell on Penfield, they were ready. They had a good play drawn up by head coach Dave York. And
yes,
the clock just ran out on them. And on the other side for this North Stars team, they were waiting, holding their breath to see what would happen, and the relief when the clock hit zeros was immense. Joey, looks like we got about 3 minutes, 2:45 left until overtime. Back up to you.
Thank you so much, Johnny. So you heard the man. We're going to overtime. Coaches and teams will talk things over. We got 2.5 minutes. We'll see you in just a few moments on the North Star Network for overtime. We welcome you back here on the North Star Network on YouTube for the opening draw of this 3-minute sudden victory overtime period. That's how it's going to work. First to score wins this opening game for the North Stars. What a win on the face-off. Ball back and forth, and that's going to stick with Penfield. That's going to stick with the North Stars. As here comes Wilson. The rest of the North Stars. Neshi behind the net. 2.5 minutes left to play in this overtime. Sudden victory. Wow, what a move by Neshi. She gets it behind the net for Beardsley. Beardsley scanning. Taking their time. They do have 47 seconds on this possession clock, but that's still enough time. Zips it in front! And that's the game!
North Stars win it!
Oh, my God. Gabby Putman gets the winning goal, and the North Stars get this home season opener victory. We apologize if we blew out your eardrums for the viewers at home, but what a goal. What a find in front of the net by Neshi. And then she finds Putman. Putman just zips it in. What a goal. She's got a hat trick. So does Liv Smith. We're going to send it down to Johnny. Wow, what a finish for the North Stars.
Joey, I think the earbud went out, but I'm going to see if I can try and get Coach Prentice live on the broadcast, if that's good with you guys in the booth. And We will keep you posted, so stay tuned.
Overtime thriller, Joey.
What a game. So stay tuned for this live post-game interview with Coach Prentice on the broadcast. But other than that, we're saying so long here. Up in the booth, I'm Joey Cox, your play-by-play commentator. So thankful to be joined by my color commentator, Jack Mannion. He was also our camera operator for today's game, doing double duty. You'll hear both of us on the broadcast for the Ballston Spa game right here on YouTube. Thank you again to Alex Schneible, our producer. I'm Joey Cox saying so long from Michael J. Bragman Stadium. Stick around for this post-game interview with Coach Prentice.
Thank you, Joey.